Hi there, welcome to Made by Janot. My name is Anna and I'm a junk journal creator from Sweden. And today we are here with our first flip through of the Christmas 2025 journals. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back and relax for a little go through of this journal. I have my coffee next to me. And yeah, this is, as you can see, a ring bound journal. It's not very big. I'm going to measure it for you. It is 6¼ by about 4 inches. So it's a small journal. And this was a small French children's book, originally published in 1870, about 1870. And I have removed the spine. And instead I am using rings to keep this journal together. And this is just my second ring bound journal I have ever made, so it's still a new thing for me. But I am in love with it, and this is a perfect Christmas journal. It's red, it's golden, it's beautiful, and it's really old, so it's really worn and torn. On the back I made a tiny collage, if you can call it a collage when it's just two pieces. Tim Holtz ephemera and a little label. So let's get into it. It has 35 pages, which is 70 back and front. So it's a small journal. And if we're gonna start, let's show you the end papers. These are just 6x6 scrapbooking papers. So I thought they were really cute and suited this journal just fine. Here we have the original first page of the journal, of the book. And most of the pages have been reinforced with hole reinforcers or other fun stuff. So it was a book called Fleur de Paris by Edgar Montaigne. And yeah, so that's it. Here we have a small piece of writing paper. I believe it's from a Swedish brand called Panduro, and I've had it for years and years and years, even before I started junk journaling. This is an image from a book about, it's called The Christmas Country Diary, and it's an Edith Holden inspired journal about how Christmas was when she was alive. And here we have two people singing, or one lady singing and the man is playing the piano, and maybe they're singing Christmas carols. I have backed that image with some tissue paper, but I couldn't hide this cute kitten under the mistletoe, so that is left as is, but you can journal on top here. This is a genuine vintage Swedish Christmas card that has never been sent, so it's really pretty, and I thought that would fit right in. Here I have used some rice paper and did decoupage on top of a piece of ledger. And so this is a lovely image. I love the torn edges here. And on the back you can journal on the ledger. We have another page from the original text block. Just getting a sip of coffee. And on this side I have added a glassine envelope that I added this vintage Swedish Christmas card in, and that has actually been sent. Can't see the date on it, but it's no postal numbers, so it's probably before the 50s anyway. Pretty. And on top of the glassine envelope I put this Tim Holtz snippet thingy that says believe, and I also added these holly, I believe it is. Doesn't look like ivy. There we go, and you can flip that down if you like. But I think that is cute. We have some coffee dyed paper. We have a genuine vintage postcard with a man dressed in his hat and coat ready to go out in the snow. And that has never been sent as well. Here we have a small envelope, and this is from 1930, and inside it is actually still the old postcard, Christmas card that was sent in it, and just a handwritten note, Happy New Year, from Mina Lindgren. So it's just a little note she sent to a friend. It's a New Year's card, and that goes back in there. We have more ledger. Here we have some images from a book about Christmas, how to celebrate Swedish Christmas in the 50s or 60s, probably the 50s, and I have rounded the edges and I have backed it onto some beautiful scrapbooking paper. Some more interesting things to look at. This is a lace sample card that I made. I followed the instructions of, I can't remember her name, but it is lots of laces that has been sewn onto some vintage cotton fabric, and then I glued this onto a book page. No, not one, but several book pages that I glued together and sewn around for stability. So it's a lace sample card, and I just added these French laundry labels here to make a little tab. And here I have used some Tim Holtz ephemera to make the holes in. The book pages and the back are covered, the text is covered with really old, I believe this is 1700s paper. That was very cracky, but I thought, why not use it to reinforce and to give extra journaling space. So it's a mix of old and new in this book, in this journal. This is quite new. It's a notepad, and if you take away this little Tim Holtz clip, you can fold it out and journal, and you can also journal on the back. So, and inside it I just tucked this. This is a vintage library card, and I have used some distress ink in red and green, and I have then did a bit of stenciling with texture paste and made some snowflakes on top of it. So you can journal on the back of that as well. Tiny clip going back on. Let's put it a bit higher up. There we go. Here we have, as you can see, Tim Holtz wallpaper, and I have added these lovely ladies ready to go out in the snow. And I've also added this tiny rickrack. I think that's really cute. You can journal on the back. This is a vintage index card. No, is it index card? Yes, it is. And I stamped 25 up here. Then I added this piece of Tim Holtz, not ephemera, not snippets, but layers, yes. And you can journal on the back of that as well. I just love that washi tape, by the way. Really Christmassy. We have, of course, music in a Christmas journal. This is traditional Swedish Christmas music. I have mended it a bit with my 4 vintage cellophane tape. And here we have a little stamp from Finland, and it actually says Rovaniemi, which is on the polar circle, which is where Santa Claus lives. Everybody knows that, at least in Sweden. So I thought that would be really fun to add in here. This is a Tim Holtz snippet thingy, and I have added this lovely Tim Holtz lady and a frame around her, and that is a pocket. And inside it I have tucked another Swedish Christmas card. That's really old, and this must have come in a envelope, but the envelope is long gone. That goes in there for now. We have the old fly leaves from the book, really good paper quality. We also have an image from a book by I want to say Cicely May, no, Joan Walsh Anglo, that's it, this one, and Christmas is Forgiving, and that's the nativity scene there. You can journal on here. This is some paper from 49er Market. More coffee dyed paper. Here's another envelope, and once again I've used Tim Holtz ephemera to make it into a to add the holes into, and this is made into a pocket. So I have reinforced these two sides with masking tape, and inside it is a tag that I made, and it is, you can write on the back. It's backed with some music paper. We have Tim Holtz ephemera, a label, and on the baker's twine we have a little thingy dangling as well, and we have a red eyelet there as well. So that's a pocket you can put something fun in. More of the faux vintage cellophane tape that I make. More ledger, and another page from the original text block. And it says, c'est Jenny qui avec sa mère au marché aux fleurs. So it's Jenny and her mother buying flowers at the market, I believe. My French is so. As I said, I live in Sweden. This is a part of a vintage garland you can put on your table, and I thought it was absolutely adorable. We have more fly leaves and a piece of Tim Holtz backdrop with a Tim Holtz frame here, and I added some acetate to it, and inside it is this man who has been skiing and fallen in the snow. I thought that's a genuine vintage photo, so that goes in there. We have more coffee dyed paper. This is another image from a book about Christmas, and this is a reproduction of a vintage Christmas card. Daddy is dressing the Christmas tree, and Mummy is sitting with the children in the chair watching. No, he's not dressing it, he's lighting the candles. Sorry, didn't see that. That's backed with some writing paper. This is Advent and Christmas from a antique. It's from 1834. Yes, it's antique. Songbook in Danish. And here I have used 2 stamps to make the holes in. And this is the birth of Christ, it says there. We have tea dyed bullet journal paper, and here I have reinforced the edge with washi tape and then punched it. This is wrapping paper, and I added this lovely piece of scrap here to make a pocket, and inside it is just 2 pieces of Tim Holtz ephemera. You can put something else. I love the combination here, the color combination. We have, of course, some antique wallpaper in gold and silver, and that's been reinforced as well. This is a Tim Holtz note card. Love the colors. I love the colors of Christmas. Red and green and white, and oh, I love it. Here's another book page from the original text block, and I have added a red paper bag here with some washi tape, and on top of it I have a doily and a little Tim Holtz person. And inside it is a little tag. That's the same as the paper as the end papers of this journal, and I added some Tim Holtz ephemera on top of it. This is a really fun journal, lots of interactive things. And that was the end. It says fin, which means finish, end in French. And we have a back of the book. I have put in eyelets, both back and front, to really help the covers to stay whole. I hope you enjoy this flip through. It's been a real joy to make, even though it was quite small. And the last ring bound journal I made was 3 rings and a bit bigger. But I love making them. There will be more coming, I can assure you. So this will end up in my Etsy shop. And if you like, you can go over and take a look. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you think, or just say hi. I will say hi back. And I will be back soon with another video. Bye for now.